My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Edgar, Mississippi, 38841. I'm under attack. People are driving worms through me from a remote location. I can hear their voices. They are hostile, very demeaning. They are premeditating my murder. This is what I know. There's more space in the universe than humans can see. There are extra dimensions, and there's another place. It's where the dark energy in the universe resides. It's like a parallel universe. It's actually the inverse to this universe. We have biology there. We have an inverse with extra dimensions. When we die, we utilize this biology to have an afterlife. We're supposed to fly into outer space and live on. Scientology, practice of utilizing this biology before we die. These people have become criminal. They can go anywhere in the world they want to. Because they utilize their extra dimensions before they die. They remove them from themselves and utilize technology and techniques to create an extra dimensional vehicle being attacked. Stop. Oh, crimes, invasion, stalking, torture, murder, intellectual property theft, they game the stock market, etc., etc. This extra dimensional biology, when it's removed from us, we still experience it. We're still connected to it. It's like it never leaves us. Space time warps, it gets twisted, it changes, no matter how far away this biology gets away from us. There are companies called Preservision and Humus and the Lizard Company. They are Scientology companies. They practice removing our extra dimensions and turning them into a vehicle and or creating a hive mind with our brain pieces. They call them brain pieces. They remove our eyes and our brains, and we are still connected to it. We are still alive because our third dimension is still here. It's the inverse of this universe. They like to torture people, make them have bad experiences. They have ragdoll technology that they utilize and their disposition, where they're at in the universe. They're dark, they're inverse. They experience psychological issues. They're psychotic, delusional, petty, greedy, jealous, machoism. It's their psychopath. They don't experience empathy, passion. Well, you don't. So we turn it off. Humans and preservation specialize in removing our biologies and assimilating us into a hive mind. Some of us get to practice Scientology. Oh, if you pay a bunch of money, you can fly around in outer space too, or what's left of it. practice has destroyed parts of our universe. See, they have the ability to cleave us, to remove our extra dimension. Every particle has an inverse. Every particle in the universe. They are destroying the planet. Once our inverse is removed, it goes into outer space, it is subjected to a different rate of expansion than we are here on Earth. It grows to large proportions, big as the moon, other planets, big as the solar system, big as the universe. They expand greatly. Now they consider themselves God. Well, this universe is supposed to, well, this universe creates a God. This universe creates a bunch of small organisms flying around in space. They cleave themselves in such a way and insert themselves into an energy, a machine that pumps energy into them. Then they lock themselves out of entropy. It makes them expand greatly. These are techniques and practices. Now they call themselves God. They're, they're removing body parts from a large percent of people on Earth. They are addicted to it. Technology that they utilize also induces flow states. It elevates their neurochemistry. They have high levels of dopamine, and they are delusional and psychotic. See the universe as it really is. They consider themselves God, and they have no remorse for what they do. This practice started around the late 60s. That's what they tell me. In the early 60s, scientists practiced experimenting on the human biology. They discovered an inverse. It's actually since ancient times. They tell me Scientology has come along since the 60s. There's never been a conflict of interest on Earth until recent times. They transcend time, but it started in our time period. The inverse, it experiences time differently. The universe, in the universe, the past, the present, and the future all happen at the same time. The beginning of the universe and the end of the universe happen simultaneously. So, from their perspective, see the entire timeline of the universe in one moment. It's a thing to them, an object. They can interact with the entire thing. That's where the Anunnakas come from in ancient stories. They go back in time, give ancient people their technology, remove their brain pieces, and all we can see them back then. We worship them as gods. They're destroying the human race. They're destroying life on this planet. Yes, I was created, special purpose. That's how I know all these things. I'm with them right now. I'm their little torture victim. They have created a Christianity story. They have taken genetics from a wide variety of nationalities on planet Earth. I'm, I have several different Native American tribes, several different European nationalities. Who knows what else? They created me on purpose to create a set of genetics that would do something. They wanted to prove a point or something. We could give a person a certain genetic signature, and they would do something on Earth. I created the Holy Grail, a tool that corrects all the problems in the universe. Well, they don't like that. They've done this since birth. They turned my dad into a surrogate. He's very abusive. He always keeps me sick and stressed out. My stepdads have been the same way. I've never had good people in my life besides my mother, besides the family. You should be proud. They are scared of me because they are criminal. That's why. I want to correct the environment. I want to fix the environment, and they are a problem. You don't own me. I am a citizen of the United States of America. I have rights. You are a foreign threat to our democracy. You are a foreign enemy of the United States of America. They're doing this to a lot of people. They think they own all of us. They send people to hell. They have no remorse. They cut their brains to pieces. They think a piece parts creature, body parts creature. They think they can remove biologies from different species, put them together, make it go real big, and that's what they're supposed to do. Create a god like that. This is Dr. Kevorkian shit. There goes Beth. They're peace parts creatures. They're Scientologists. Scientology is literally the act of cutting body parts off of humans, turning it into an upper dimensional vehicle, and letting you drive it around. And then they modify your biology, body mods. That's Scientology, creating upper dimensional vehicles to drive around. Now they're going to kill you. You've already killed me like 20 times. I'm on life support. So you can't live without your inverse. You die. If something happens to it, you die. As above, as so below. So what they do is they remove body parts from people and they give them a digital device, sort of life support. They run wires, put tape on them. I live at Center Hill, Mississippi. Center Hill is the cross that Jesus died on. He died on the Center Hill, Center Cross. I live in between two schools. One of the schools has a Viking mascot, European descent. The other school has a Native American mascot, Native American descent. If you turn my address upside down, 3102, it spells soul. Soul is it's an important word to them. They call their invert or inverse their soul. See, they transcend time. They have been doing this for thousands and thousands of years. People from our current timeline, these people are from the 60s to now. Scientology. Scientology is doing this to us. Scientology created the ancient Anunnaki story. If they made up their Anunnaki bodies, went back in time, made us worship them, they destroyed everything because they're stupid. They got brain damage and neurological devices functioning. They got themselves all hooked into a computer. I see this constantly. I am up there. Yes, they practice Scientology on me. They wanted me to see them because they've been with me my whole life. One of them said, "Screw this! I'm going to show this guy what's going on." So he woke me up. He ordained me. You see, well, they tortured me to death. They torture me every night. They have my brain pieces and hooked up to a machine. They create sort of a digital world, or they give me a surrogate every night, which they torture me. They can stimulate thought patterns. They wanted to keep you sick because nobody's going after them. They gave me worms. This technology also gives them the ability to drive surrogate. They can drive any organism in any dimension. They drive third dimensional organisms. Yes, they control us down. They have sent my babies to hell. I've been to hell several times. I'm still in my third. I'll wake up pain. I'm in pain right now. My whole body's burning. They poured some kind of chemical all over me the past several days. Makes me burn. Well, they want people to think I'm in hell, but I'm really not. It's just a little bit of suffering. I'm supposed to experience claustrophobia and some kind of weird sensation all over my body. That's first. Then you go here and here. They play with our afterlives. Our inverse is our afterlife. on this the whole time. I just want to explain things to people in a way that they can understand. They have fucked up life in the whole universe because they locked themselves out of entropy and let them grow to massive proportions. Now they call themselves God. I'm the creator of the universe. I've seen you, and you don't look like a creator. You look like a product of Earth that got fucked up. Somebody cut you to fucking pieces. Now you're delusional, psychotic, and all fucked up in the head. He's the one that grew to the size of the universe. Other people can go up there and join him. You can go drive him if you want to. Pay a bunch of money to the Church of Scientology. Get your gear. You can go fly around in outer space and do it too. Everybody's looking at this shit. Yeah, they transcend time. They created this entire landscape for us. You should see New York. People are like, why'd you do this to us? Everywhere they go on the planet, that's how we know this hasn't been happening this long. The planet still has inverse. So does the moon and the stars. Not for long. Everywhere they go on planet Earth, they leave big holes in the ground. They take our inverse. Massive holes. There's one in New York. There's one in California. Several other places. East Texas. One in South Florida. They gave me hereditary disorder. I have a brain defect. And they gave it to me to keep me stunted. They didn't want me to become all powerful, take them out because I would. Then they got jealous. They seen me functioning. It's basically give me high intelligence. They got jealous. So they stole my brain pieces and used them for transplants. A bunch of them are running around with parts of my brain inside of their own head. They can do this with their technology. So their technology allows them to create surrogates. They think they're lizard people driving them around. Well, they do that too. It's actually a bunch of digital devices in our brains that make us see things, allows them to control us. They can map out our neurons and they can stimulate our. Well, so he's going to be surprised. Ancients are controlled by us. Every organism in the universe is controlled by a third dimensional. I mean, everyone too. They don't get up there without our say so. And if they are up there, they got to come down or they got to be a surrogate. People, media companies, internet companies, social media companies, tech companies, politicians, government agencies, the CIA, the FBI, the military. They're all practicing this. And right now, they're having a go into hell event. Everybody gets to suffer. It's getting out of hand because they're psychotic. They have psychological attacks. They got worms on them. They can use parasites as a weapon because they create surrogates. I told you they were technology. That's how they got our technology. That's how they got technology. Modern humans became technologically advanced, practicing Scientology and access to heavens. Now they're going back in time and changing everything. I know it's hard to get your head around, but this is what has happened. Scientology is fucking up the universe. Yes, I have severe brain damage and organ damage and worms. You're going to experience some kind of hell in afterlife. I'm experiencing it right now, and apparently forever. Done my animals that way too. And there's a way that can send you to hell while you're still alive, and you actually go there, and you wake back up. So now you're at two places at once. They put you on another brain piece. someone else's brain or an artificial brain and drop you, and you go with it. But then you wake back up and it's you. Now you're two places at once. Some people are in like 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 or 100 places at once. They've done my animals that way. They call it the inverse. It's a different. It's a different. It is the inverse of our universe. Expansion goes in a way we can't see. We expand inward or something. It looks like inward expansion. That's what it looks like. And there's a different space time. We have space time over here, and there's another entangled space time. It's just like this, and it can be removed. These two space times are entangled. We think of it as particles over here entangled, but it's two separate space times. They can merge different particles together and make them entangled using your own space time. That's how they fix it. I don't know the specifics. I don't get to see it. They took my eyesight away. I have internal visual devices. At the beginning of this, I used to see them flying all around. Nunocais and aliens, worms. They make worm surgeries and big humans in the sky. Shortly after that, they cut my eyes out. So they do body parts. All the big ones up here fucking with the little ones. If you go to hell, they will too. So fucked up. So God can rule the universe. He's so goddamn stupid. He thinks he's a genius because it's in our DNA. It's a product of life. We become magical up there. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Nothing. My dad's a surrogate. My computer. He's a surrogate. They had a seance the other day where they tortured me. When they started spitting on me. He's beat me my whole life. Talks to me like that. Victim shame me constantly, saying it's my fault. They tortured me my whole life. That's how they eat people. They're not eating me. They're just taking my body parts, putting them on a shelf, and torturing what's left of me. Torture them too. Also, they said they're going to keep a small part so you see what's going on. This is so fucked up. My dad named me Christopher. Well, they call me Saint Christopher. This is their Christian story. And I write intellectual property. I'm an author. I write for fun in my spare time. So I'm a tool maker as a trade, as a career. So I wrote some literature that saves the planet, that corrects all the problems in the universe. It's a way to control the environment. It gives ultimate control to whoever heads the ECA. We have never had an institution. So we've never had an institution on Earth that does this. There's another surrogate. He don't let me do anything. I try to leave, he follows me in the truck, yells at me.